Morning guys, so I'm here in the countryside about to hit another session. Just a little bit about how I train. This morning I did some yoga. It's generally what I do. Every week I'll do some yoga. A lot of people might not know I'm a yoga teacher as well. I have a background of 6 years of just doing yoga. And like I was saying before, many aspects of training, my body is a accumulation of all the training that I've done all of my life. It's not just, oh, I've started lifting weights and all of a sudden I look like this. I've got a foundation of breakdancing, yoga, gymnastics, Irish dancing, all sorts of sports that have led me to this position that I'm in now and the body that I have at the moment. And I just want to show you the different aspects of how I train week in, week out and who I train with. And for me, yoga is a big part of my life, and it's really changed how I feel about training and body and mind and the whole mind connection with training and breathing, and it's taught me how to breathe properly. You know, it's really important in weight training to breathe properly as well, and when you have that foundation from yoga, it really transfers over. It also helps the body to stay flexible and mobile for everything that I needed to do, injury free as well. So it's really important for me to continue doing that and to teach that and to pass it on as well. A lot of weightlifters ignore their mobility and they just become really stiff and get injured. And being a fitness competitor, I need to be flexible. As part of the routines, you have to have flexibility. So I got to keep on top of that, and just really helps the mind to chill out a little bit after all the heavy weights as well. So today, after the yoga session, we're here with my friend Adrian and we're going to do some calisthenics. I train with Adrian randomly whenever we kind of have the chance to hook up together. We have a bit of a history where when I was a break dancer, I was a B-girl and he was a B-boy. We used to battle. We used to battle it out. B-girl, little C. What was your B-boy name?
I was just Adrian. I just got with my own name.
Oh, he's too cool for a B-boy name. Yeah, but we used to jam back in the day, and it's funny how fitness crosses over and our paths have come back together since I've started doing the fitness category, because I started reintroducing some B-girl moves into my routines, and we just ended up connecting again. And Adrian's still keeping it up and he's doing all sorts of crazy shit. So we kind of train together when we can, and we play. We just say, oh, what are you doing now? What kind of moves can you do now? We're always trying to push ourselves and develop our training a little bit further. So we do handstands, we'll do like bar muscle ups, ropes, you know, whatever kind of stuff we feel like doing that day. We'll just pick a skill and focus on it. Maybe just balancing or air babies or chair babies or whatever. So yeah, we're going to show you a little bit of that today.
Reload, get your weapons ready for tonight is our battle. Reload, you got me shook through all the mess you make when you gotta die. Never give up hope to maybe one day make it up to me.
Guys, I'm here in Crossfit Powerful with Dave, and this is CrossFit. I love CrossFit. I train with Dave regularly, so I thought I would show you guys a little snippet of what we do. This is an evening session. I'm after smashing myself today already, as you will have seen. But yeah, I love to train, so we're here, we're back at it, and we're ready for some sick workouts. Dave's put together some AMRAPs and some 2159s and some 1RMs.
The hell's a 2159?
So we'll see a little bit about everything that we do in CrossFit, kind of blended together in this. So there's not really any productivity for this workout. Like, it's not going to benefit us for a competition or anything, but it will show you guys what we do on a weekly basis.
We kind of like to train like competitors, and competitors train, they do like a lot of sick workouts every day. They might sometimes do like 6 different sessions in one day for CrossFit. So a 21-15-9 is we're doing handstand push-ups and cleans. So you do 21 reps of handstand push-ups, 21 reps of cleans at a certain weight, and then you go 15-9, same thing, as fast as you can, all out. We'll rest for a few minutes and then we'll go into the AMRAP, which is toes to bar and kettlebell
swings and calories on the rower. And then we're going to do another workout where we have to do 7 rope climbs and 7 ring muscle ups, then all the way down 6 and 6, 5 and 5, all the way till we finish on 1 and 1.
How does CrossFit fit in with you?
CrossFit for me is actually one of the main things that got me into weightlifting. It's really built my body actually. It gave me a massive solid foundation to start bodybuilding. I got an injury in CrossFit last year, and that's when I actually started to focus more on isolation work and bodybuilding work because I couldn't CrossFit. So for me, it's a great thing to boost your metabolism, for general health and fitness, for the community. Like, it's completely different to bodybuilding that you do classes the whole time, so you always have a community. I love that about it. I love coming here and training with the guys. It's like group spirit. Like, I hate training by myself basically, so it's good to have someone else to die with you. They're paraplanes, yeah?
Yeah, paraplanes.
No rep. How many you got? Ah, come on! That's all it is. Come on. Stay here. Walk in the door. Muscle-ups on the rings, we're doing rope climbs and we're working in pairs, so one's doing 5 rope climbs, one's doing 5 muscle-ups, and the next person does 4 rope climbs and then 4 muscle-ups. 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1 until we die. Maximum. Everything in CrossFit is to the max. That's what I miss when I'm in bodybuilding. You can't throw the weights on the floor, dump it.
Easy.
I'm considering what pull-ups. I just failed that one.
I'll do bar.
I'll do bar.
Going small right now. Let's go.
I'm not doing it.
You okay?
No. CrossFit. Fucking hard.
You've had a busy day.
Yeah. This is like how to kill yourself in 4 workouts a day. CrossFit to finish it off. This shit is hard. My central nervous system is like, give me 10 no-cos, please. Caffeine, yes, please. There's no green one today. Need the caffeine. Think it's gonna have to be red.
Right, when you're ready.
When you're ready. So that, my friends, is CrossFit. Like I said earlier, I started off weightlifting with CrossFit. My sister opened a CrossFit gym a few years ago, and I was just doing yoga at the time, and seeing the transformation that it made for her body really spurred me on to try it. And the second I tried it, I was hooked. There's nothing like that feeling of feeling strong. And I love CrossFit because you can throw the weights on the floor. So you lift them up, throw them down, lift them up, throw them down. So whereas bodybuilding is really controlled, it's almost like you just have to be careful with the weights. So CrossFit, you can just fuck them on the floor. Who gives a shit? And as well, the community, like no one, if there's someone struggling in a WOD, everyone will gather around them at the end and make sure they finish that workout. So there's no one gets left behind, basically. It's a nice way to train. There's a real nice kind of community spirit, and everyone's friendly, and it's not an isolated sport. Like I said before as well, bodybuilding can feel very lonely if you let it. And on that topic, I kind of feel like people make bodybuilding out to be this like suffering, like self journey of, I'm gonna have a painful journey and everything is hard and my life is hard and fuck the world and I'm gonna eat my meals out of my plastic and I hate you all because I'm miserable because I'm dieting. Why are you doing it if you're miserable? I mean, like, I love eating chicken and I love training and I love seeing my body transform. If I didn't like those things, and if I didn't like the transformation, or if I didn't like what I was doing day in, day out, yes, you have hard days, but it's the good days that spur you on. So if you're not having more good days, or at least a balanced amount of good days to hard days, why are you doing it? What are you doing it for? I mean, ask yourself, you're training, and if you're not happy, you know, if you're not enjoying your life, you're literally living for what? This one goal at the end to maybe get a spotlight on stage and maybe be one in 3 people that get a trophy. And what are you going to do with the trophy? Put it on your mantelpiece and eat chicken out of it. You know, it's like, so what? Who gives a shit if you have a trophy? Yay, I mean, it's great. I have to like respect the fact that I've gotten trophies. Yes, I've been very lucky, or lucky as in I have the genetics to do it. I've trained all of my life for this shit. It's not like I woke up yesterday and decided I wanted to compete. Well, no, I did. But I've been building my body since I can remember. Since I've been able to walk, I've been climbing trees, and I had a very active childhood. Whereas if you were playing computer games until you were 21 years old, and all of a sudden you discover fitness, and then you realize you've got poor posture or a really poor structure to put on muscle, or your body is used to not having muscle, you have a massive mountain to climb. Whereas since I've been 3, I've been climbing trees and run on the hay bales and like pulling myself up and doing muscle ups as a kid, not having a struggle with that because I've built it from a very young age, so I don't remember the struggle. Whereas someone doing it new sees this massive struggle and they almost get like a bigger sense of achievement when they get something. And this is amazing if that's your goal, and your goal is to do a pull-up. I think that's a fantastic goal. If you want to get stronger for yourself and it makes you feel better, because there's nothing like that feeling of feeling strong, that you can carry yourself, you're more confident, you feel like you can lift something up, you're not feeble, you know, it helps you with your life, it's functional, it has a purpose. The purpose is not to step on stage and show off your shiny muscle and feel like shit. You want to feel good. So if you're training and you're feeling good, you're doing it right. And if you're training and you're feeling like shit and you hate your life, maybe you should ask yourself why you're doing it. Fitness should be about being healthy. You know, for me, the category, especially my category, is what can I do with my body? How can I push myself? How can I train in a different way to challenge myself? Because I have such a base of fitness in many different areas, I need to do crazy things to challenge myself. Whereas someone who's just been on the couch for 21 years playing computer games tries to do a muscle up, they're probably going to dislocate their shoulder. You know, so maybe start small, and yes, set goals, absolutely, and set goals to work towards. If it enhances your life, makes you feel like a better person, makes you a nicer person to be around, you know, enhances your life, brings happiness into your life. Like, why are you training if you're not happy training? I like to surround myself with people who lift me up. I won't surround myself with people who are negative and feeding into the negativity and the bitchiness in the industry. It's just, what's the point? Like, swimming upstream, just go with the flow. Wake up in the morning. If you feel like going for a run that day, go for a run. If you feel like you're low on energy, maybe take a rest day. If you feel like go for a swim, go for a swim. Do some yoga, lift some weights, vary it. Again, people go into the rep range. I'm going to do this amount of reps for this amount of sets this day, and they stick to it religiously. I never do that. Loads of people will probably frown on me for not doing that, but I've got an Arnold's trophy, an Arnold's title, I've got Miss Amateur Olympia, I'm doing something right. So that's me, that's a little snippet of my life and how I train, as mental as it is. I hope it inspires someone out there to do something with their lives that makes them a better person, makes them feel good, makes them happy. Just keep doing you, because that's all you can do at the end of the day. What's the point being anyone else? Peace. Thanks for watching.